In this video, we're going to show you how to replace a headlight on your Honda Pilot. Let's get started. Using a trim tool, we're going to pop the clips out of the bottom of the bumper. Remove the 10mm bolt at the corner of the bumper. This bolt should come out. There's a metal bracket on top of that it screws into, and that metal bracket is spinning with the bolt inside of it, and it ripped our front fender liner apart. There'll be one more bolt. Our shield is broken right here, so we don't necessarily have to remove it. And that bracket is spinning as well. Remove these two bolts, and then go to the other side and do the same thing. Pull the front of the inner fender liner down, and we're going to disconnect the connector for the fog light. There's a push button connector on the back of the fog light. Push the button and remove the connector. Remove the plastic stay off the fog light housing. Do the same thing on the other side. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, we're going to remove the Phillips head screw on the corner of this bumper. Remove the screw. Do the same thing on the other side. Grab the corner of the bumper, and we're going to give it a little pull. Do the same thing on the other side. Remove the clips in the cowl. Using a trim tool. Remove the top cowl. Remove the plastic clips in the front bumper. There should be one more right here. Do the same thing on the other side. Working our way from the corner of the bumper, we're going to go just under the headlights and pop the clips out from there. And do the same thing on the other side. Remove the bumper. Using a trim tool, we're going to pop the clip out of the top of the headlight. Remove the 10mm bolt on the top of the headlight. There's one bolt on the bottom. Remove that. There's one 10mm on the side. Remove that. We're going to remove the connectors off of the bulbs. For the headlight, there's a push button, and you can pull the connector down. Just like that. There's one up top here. I'm going to take the bulb out and then undo the connector. There's a push button on this bottom side. Push on that and you can remove the bulb. I'm going to put the bulb back in now. I'm going to do the same thing with the bulb in this top. There's a push button right here. Push that and remove the connector. One right here. You may not need to remove the bulbs to remove these connectors. I'm just finding it easier. Take the bulb out and then remove the connector. There's going to be one more push button down here. Push on that. Remove that connector. One more right next to it. On the bottom of the headlight assembly, there's going to be a cable stay. Using a pair of pliers, we're going to squeeze that and push it through the bracket on the bottom, releasing the harness from the headlight. We're going to lift up on this bracket on the outside. There's 2 locator pins right here. There will be 2 more locator pins going into this fender about here. We're going to pop this bottom one. And we're going to pull up on the top. Slide forward and up and out. Remove the white stickers from the bulb sockets on the new assembly. We're going to swap the bulbs over from one assembly to the new one. There's going to be a tab in the back here. We're going to push up and remove the connector from the plastic. Remove the bulb. Swap it to the new one. Install the connector onto the headlight assembly. Should click on. These bulbs come out with a 1/4 twist. Key in and then lock in with a 1/4 twist to the right. Install the headlight. Install the connectors onto the back of the bulbs. Push until you hear a click. If you don't hear a click, give it a pull and make sure it's locked in. There's one just under this brace right here. Install the harness clip into the bottom of the headlight. Install the clip into the top of the headlight. Get the bolt started in the top. Install the bolt into the bottom of the headlight. Install the bolt into the side of the headlight. Snug down all the bolts on the headlight. Using a 10mm socket or a Phillips head screwdriver, you can use the adjuster screw right here to adjust your headlights. When you're done with this job, you will have to adjust the headlights. Install the bumper onto the car. We're going to install the bumper under the headlight. And work our way to the corner, pushing in, making sure the bumper clicks in. Do the same thing on the other side. Install the corner screw for the bumper. Do the same thing on the other side. Install the top cowl cover. Install the clips. Install the plastic stay into the fog light housing. And install the fog light connector. Do the same thing on the other side. We're going to tuck this front cover up under the front bumper. And install the 3 clips in the front. Pull the inner fender liner flap up inside of the bumper. Install the clip into the front of the plastic. Then you should have 2 10mm bolts that you'll need to install. And do the same thing on the other side.
Now we're going to get the vehicle ready to aim the headlights. Start with the tire pressure, making sure all 4 tires are set at the appropriate pressure. Remove any excessive weight that's not normally in the vehicle. Find a wall that you can drive up to where the ground is level. Measure 25 feet away from that wall and mark the ground. Drive your vehicle up to that mark. With the headlights off, look for the center dot in the headlight lens. Measure from the ground to that center dot. You can use a ruler to help you out. Transferring that measurement to the wall, making a mark with some tape. On the driver's side, measure down 4 inches, putting another piece of tape. For the passenger side, you only need to measure down 2 inches. Now turning the headlights on, it is easier to do this at night or in a dark area. Locating your headlight adjuster and using a Phillips head screwdriver, turn your adjuster one way or another to bring the headlight up or down. Once the headlight is adjusted to the tape mark on the wall, move on to the next headlight. If you're confused because the beams seem to blend together, you can always have someone stand in front of the other headlight while you make your adjustments for that one. Now your headlights are aligned and you're all set to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.